here. We are here for round 6 at the one, the only Monaco Grand Prix here in Monte Carlo. My name is Austin Smith, and I welcome you to this race. This is my first time here at One Hub, but one voice that you definitely know from the Precision Tier is my co-commentator, Sean. Sean, how are you doing?
Cheers, I'm doing fine. It's going very well, and we are here at this prestigious, most expensive circuit on the whole calendar in terms of the luxury there, in Monte Carlo, where it is one of the most challenging circuits on this calendar, and one of the most difficult tracks to overtake at. So this race is gonna maybe decide pure on strategy, and hopefully, even though there are not that much overtake opportunities, we're still gonna have a great race.
Yeah, hopefully. You said it is one of the hardest tracks to overtake on. I would argue it is the hardest track on the calendar to overtake on. I don't know a single one where you have less overtaking opportunities than 0, except here.
Well, yeah, you mean, yeah. You can say that.
Yeah. Meanwhile, do we have someone for the grid walk?
I've invited more than 3 people. We actually want to invite Lucky, because he's actually the only driver out of the current. He's still in here in this one-up community, and now he's still the most active driver that he's won in Monaco, like you said.
Yeah.
Instead of with MLA, Black Mamba, and VSR Josh.
Yeah. Luki, the only driver on the grid to ever win a race in One Hub on Monaco, who is still on this grid here. Everyone else has not had that luxury yet, that experience yet. But if we look at the standings, I would say he's not the biggest favorite here. White Fountain, with 111 points out of the first 5 races. That is 4 wins out of 5 races. That is just incredible. And then, where did he get the other 11 points? That would be a 5th place and then 1 fastest lap?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. That is remarkable. 4 wins out of 5
really
races.
On the wall. He's definitely on the wall. And Chris is also sort of... He has his moments. He is sort of, consistent. But he needs to actually have a race win, and... White Fountain to actually score pretty bad in order to actually close up the gap a little bit, at least make it more, sort of a damage limitation, even though we are still 15 rounds away. But, the gap is already pretty big, 35. Yeah, but if he wins...
The gap is pretty big, especially for the fact that we only had 5 races so far. I mean, in those 5 races, White Fountain has made up a gap of 35 points, which, to translate that into wins, that is a win, or into placements, that is a whole win and another 5th place between those two. So basically, if White Fountain just decides not to race anymore, just, sits out the next 2 races, Quace would have to either get a win and a 5th place, or the other way would be to get 2 2nd places. There's no other way for him to catch back up with White Fountain, and that is just remarkable. And that after 5 races.
Yeah, that's actually a remark for him as well. And hopefully, it was the same with back then with Danestar back in the Podium Tier. He was also like a very good driver, and he only just won and won races. So hopefully, we have someone that actually can stop White Fountain from winning more races, and actually have more like a close title fight for this season. But it's still early on in the season. The 6th round here, and everything can happen so far.
Yeah, and where I think we are going to get a really good title fight is in the constructors standings, where Aston Martin Red Bull and yes,
not Aston Martin, my bad.
Yeah, look, I would love to see Aston Martin get a full-on works team, but yeah, Red Bull and Ferrari are just battling it out. 130 points for Red Bull, 112 for Ferrari. That is a single 2nd place between them, 18 points, which is just absolutely nothing.
That's literally nothing.
So I am very interested to see how this is going to evolve, especially here in Monaco, which is, I mean, it's a track that should, I think, should favor the Ferraris, because Quace and Luki are second and third in the standings. They should have the speed. Quace has been on the podium just as much as White Fountain, both of them 4 times, and Luki has seen it twice as well. So there was at least one race where both of them were on the podium. So they can play some games with their strategy. You know, they can one can go in earlier and can try to hold up the others, or, you know, they really have a full range of tactical moves at their disposal. Whereas with Red Bull, Scorpion, the other driver, well, he's 9th in the standings, 19 points. He is not, and he wasn't on the podium, so he's not going to be that far up the order, most likely, unless this is his absolute favorite track, which, you know, this is Monaco. Anything's possible. But I just, you know, I think Ferrari has the strategic advantage, and at a place like this, where strategy is everything, that might come in handy.
That might indeed come in handy, and as you said, like, Scorpion not really scoring that great amount of points, you know, just only 90 points. It is not that much, so just the Ferrari of Chris and Luki, you know, they have to make the most out of it, you know, on this circuit tonight, you know, in order to maybe actually retake the lead in the Constructors, and also for Chris to actually gain back some points on White Fountain, who is absolutely on a roll this season. So this race could actually decide, you know, if Red Bull is going to continue their dominant form, or that Ferrari can actually stop them.
Yeah, and I think this might be the game changer early on in the season, the first one where maybe the momentum shifts.
That's also a possibility.
And there's one more thing we have to consider that is also another strategy move that might help Ferrari. If they have 2 drivers far up the order, let's say probably in the top 5, I would say, if they do so, is that Monaco is the one race, the one track where the safety car is at home and feels at home, maybe other than Singapore. Yes. So I would assume that we are going to see at least one safety car. The question is, when does it come out? And the question is, who is making the right call in terms of strategy? Again, Ferrari has the luxury position, most likely, that they can split their drivers. And they can send one, if the safety car comes out, they can send one in, they can keep the other out, and they could play with both strategies here, and one of them is going to work. But Red Bull, unless Scorpion is having a really, really good day, and granted, he is in the top 10 in the standings, but 9th place, 19 points, we talked about it. He needs to have a really good day today.
He needs to, actually, yeah. So, excuse-moi, huh? So, yeah, he needs to actually have a decent race, you know, at least score some points on the board, you know, if they want to keep their championship, the Constructors Championship alive. But as we can see now, we are loading into the lobby. So, what will actually happen if it rains on this track? Because that is also one of the most tortured things.
Now you're bringing
Monaco.
Now you're bringing everything to the party. I don't even want to.
It is like torture.
Yeah,
rain
it
in
is.
Monaco, especially heavy rain. 39 laps. Wow. I mean, you're not really gonna survive it. At least your hands, but.
Look, I think we have 17 drivers who are attending this race here today. Yeah. If it rains, I'm not sure we see half of them come through. Because look, I've done this before. Again, remember, this is Monaco. This would be rain. You say heavy rain at the very worst, and
yeah,
jeez, I don't want to think about that really. If I was a driver, I'd just I'd just say, hey, look, if it happens, it happens. I'm ending up in the wall, and I'll just make myself dinner or something. But it seems like there is no rain, at least in qualifying.
At least
which is
equality,
good.
yes.
Which is good. Come on, look.
At least we have some luck here.
I don't want to see rain here. Really, there's a whole lot I want to see, but not rain. Let's see.
I mean,
All drivers are on the softs right now. I would assume some drivers will put on the mediums, or maybe even the hards early on here in qualifying. But let's see who's the first one to come out. I see some. Yeah, it seems like a Renault. No, Red Bull. Oh, there you go.
Fountain, and I think that's Lucky also comes out, and it's the Red Bull of Scorpion. Well, now the first driver to come out of the pits. I mean, you can actually basically just do 2 laps with 5 kilos of fuel, because you get so much fuel with when you do your qualifying lap. It's more than like almost like 4 laps of fuel at the minimum. So you can actually do just 2 laps, and tire wear is not that much of an issue. I think it's more like tire temps here. So you can basically just do 2 laps on the same set of soft tires, and tire wear wouldn't be that much.
Yeah, that might be a consideration for some of these drivers to do basically 2 outlaps, and to get the tires a bit on temperature, which shouldn't be that much of an issue here with all these corners, and barely any acceleration zones, or barely any high speed zones, really, any straights. But just to get the fuel down, because that is obviously a very important thing to take care of, is that you want to set your lap time with the least amount of fuel in the car to have it as light as possible, and you know the drill.
Yeah. So as we can see, he's going very closely, Scorpion, to the wall, but he's now the first one to start his lap time.
Everything in Monaco is close to the wall.
Well, thanks for reminding that. Yes, thank you.
Yeah. But here he goes through Santa Voth, the first corner, now up the hill here. And the most important thing, because you're that close to the walls, is keep it out of the walls. That was what I was about to say. And well, there's Scorpion right there. Let's go on board. I want to see this. Oh, that is a sight.
Yes, you have to be careful, but at the same time, you just want to attack those corners. That is so. If you just get the feeling here right, I mean, it is such a good feeling. Like, yeah, I'm not even gonna say that word, but.
And again, hits the wall in the tunnel.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Yellow flag in sector 3. No one retired yet, but someone certainly has crashed. However, yellow flag now gone again.
I think it's more like someone letting him go through. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
What's the white fountain? Is a Scorpion lost something?
Scorpion? No.
Not really.
No. And he goes back into the pits.
More like an installation lap, but that was disappointing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're now also like close on his lap.
And we're now on board with
finish line.
Well, I'm on board with White Fountain right now, who is going past a Ferrari, and there's Lukey, 1:10.3.
This is a decent lap time. I think at least for the.
And White Fountain just absolutely cut the swimming pool chicane.
I mean, you can't do that. I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
You can't just attack that,
Yeah, but he cut it. Like he just had no regard for the track limits here. And
there you go.
Wait, 1:10.1. Can you really just? That looked wrong. What? Maybe it was the perspective that messed me up a little bit, but it looked like he cut that.
I think it's the perspective.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, Jordan also kissing the wall there. I mean, the swing pool is like more harder to take than last year's game, in my optique, because it looks way harder. But let's see, Jordan, he goes instantly to the 1:09 there. So
yeah, that is a quick lap right there.
That is a very quick lap.
And Lukey's taking it slow, obviously. Let's see who else we have here. Let's go to Pete, who is in the upper Mirabeau now, coming through the slowest corner on the whole F1 calendar. 40 kph. Really, really slow.
It is really slow. You can barely turn in.
Yeah. And now through the tunnel into the Nouvelle Chicane. The light change here is really, really tough. And there you go. The change of light really caught out Pete apparently, as he had to cut the Nouvelle Chicane there, and His lap is over now. Let's go to Zach Jarvis, the other Williams.
He took it good, I think.
Yeah, he's still on high ERS deployment, so he's still trying to get a good lap in. Can he do it?
Yeah. I mean, he's saving though, so at least at the other part and the straight, he can. Oh, he goes deep there!
Yeah.
Oh, not breaking his front wing.
Risky, but through the final corner, and let's see where time ends. This is not a good one. Nope,
No,
111.5. Almost
There's
2
none of
seconds
that.
away from Jorit, and yeah, he's going to have another attempt. Now there's plenty of other drivers out on track. Let's go to Spaniard, who has started his lap in the Haas.
Let's see how he takes it. He takes it a little bit in higher gears here, so surprisingly he's.
Yeah,
he's
this is
doing
this is a warm-up lap for him. Look at his ERS, no deployment. This is
Yeah.
another warm-up lap for him. It seems like he abandoned it early because he did use. If you look at the D there, the white bar,
Yeah.
the longer white bar, there's a little bit away from that. So I would say that he did start his lap with good intention, but maybe he
yeah,
messed up
validated.
Saint-Devote already. Maybe he screwed that up too much for his liking, and so he abandoned his lap pretty
I think
quickly.
that can also be a possibility. But let's see. I don't see. He's still continuing on though, so. Or he's just doing like sort of a test lap. But let's see. He takes that swing chicane very nicely. So coming to Orescas, you have to be that close to the walls as possible. So let's see. Oh, he's now taking it the. Wait, he's gonna set the lap time. No, his lap was invalidated.
No, yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he invalidated it in Saint-Devote. That could be the
Yeah.
case. That would explain it all. That he apparently cut the corner a little bit too much, and what a slide there from him.
That was a slide and a half there. Jesus Christ.
I didn't know the Spanish was so good at drifting, but apparently.
No. I mean, he's watching too many Fernando Alonso vids about safety in the car, so I think he may took inspiration out of that.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's not that many drivers who are better to learn from than Fernando Alonso.
Yeah.
Wait, 2-time F1 world champion. Watching him, yeah, you'd learn something.
Oh, you definitely learn some. Let's see. The Nürburgring, he cuts that a little bit. I think that cut already cost you that lap time. They're like so strict on that now in this year's game. But
Yeah.
he's still continuing on though, so I guess.
He's,
away from
yeah,
that.
I don't think it's invalidated. He's still on the hot lab ERS deployment, so I think he actually got that fine.
Oh, he's into the wall!
Yep.
Oh, he took that way too early.
Oh wow. Still trying to get it done. It's still in 111.2.
Oh, it could have been so much better.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy.
Wow, that was an impact. And the fact that he is still running and didn't lose his wheel there, the angle of that impact, he easily could have retired there. Now he hits the wall again on his in lap, on his cooldown lap, and wow. We have to worry about him not completely crashing out. Meanwhile, Pete is still running in the Williams here, coming through the Nouvelle chicane, still without a lap time, but he is on a lap. And also interesting to note right now, Scorpion, who we did talk about, he's in 5th place.
Hey,
Right
he
now.
still said the lap time there, so.
Yeah, 110.3. He is better than Lukey right now. He's just one position behind Quez. So, in the Ferrari sandwich, if you will, it's a Red Bull stuffed Oreo. Pete, wow.
110.01.
Second place. What a lap from him. It's not enough for
I was on
pole.
board with him. It looked very good.
Yeah, it was not enough for provisional pole, but it is enough for provisional first row.
Yeah.
Question is whether that remains. 9 minutes still left in the session, so plenty of time for all the drivers. And the way this is on these F1 games, the track only gets better with every minute and with every second that ticks down.
Just watching on board now with Whitefound. He was in the first sector 14,000 slower. So can he improve on that in his second sector? He's a 1/10 quicker, so at best right now it would be second place. And
Oh,
Don't run too
little
aggressive,
lock
guys.
up there. Little lock up on the inside.
normally it helps you there. Nice action. He doesn't use his DRS though, that's very strange, but Come
Could be
towards
a bug,
line,
but
he
he
gets pole.
goes on to pole
Wow.
position provisionally.
196.
That last sector must have been really good. That lockup on the inside there into Raskas.
It may help him.
Yeah, you are right. That might have helped him.
Wow.
Very, very incredible stuff here.
Nice job for him. Well done.
Jorid is trying to answer, though. And now
Yeah,
we have, look at this, we have the top 9 within 1 second.
Yeah. Actually, not that bad.
Yeah, that's how close. That's how close racing is here.
Slower. So, just like White Fountain, not improving on his first sector, maybe his second and third sector were just like meh, and hopefully they improve on that. Oh, he riding the curb there like an absolute madman. So he comes towards the Nürburgring chicane. Actually, just a very tricky corner, but also a very good one if you can take it right. Come towards the back. That's one of my favorite corners. Just 5th gear there.
And that is into the wall, and he's still trying, but I think that's an invalidated. Yeah,
I just want to say that. Yeah,
cut that way too much there. He's gonna go into the he is gonna go into the pits. Gonna abandon that one. Let's look at Quest. He just started his outlap, so we're going on to Scorpion. Scorpion is on a run.
He's 1/10 quicker.
Yeah, let's go back to the broadcast cam right here. Oh, yellow flag sector 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, wow, whoa, what the hell is happening here? There's yellow flag on the whole track. My goodness. There's a lot happening at the same time. But again, no one retired, so apparently just 2 drivers just being slow, trying to let other drivers through at the same time in different parts of the track. That's sector 2 now. And Scorpion does improve, but not enough to even gain a single position.
Yeah. He was 2/10 quicker though, but I think he messed up second sector.
And now he's on a cooldown lap. And let's go to Jor. Eighth right now. He's taking it slow, getting up the ERS, and here he goes in the Alfa Romeo.
Spaniard is now. He's going to start his lap time. Josh is now currently on a lap. Currently now 4/10 quicker, so right now he's coming towards 12th place. So he is improving on that. He now is again 4/10 quicker. Oh, he's hitting the wall there a little bit, and now he's invalidated that lap time as well. It looks like the driver's under pressure here.
I find it interesting to see if you look at Jor right now. Everyone we've seen so far has always used ERS mode 5 or ERS mode 3. Jor is using 4.
Even though it's not the quickest, only like when you go from 7 to 8, then it is quicker. And
that is a corner cut right
there.
That
is a corner cut and a half there.
That is a lap over, and he's taking it slow, He's not going down on the ERS, though. That is weird. I would go down to 0, but he's just probably going to abandon the lap anyway. We're going into the pits, I would assume. Yes, he does. There you go.
Let's see a drill dog.
Let's take...
Oh! Jeez, Adrildo's taking the shortcut then, Nürburgring chicane. Jesus Christ.
There's...
broken his front wing there.
Yeah, front wing completely gone. There's just the nose sticking out, and that's a trip back to the pits.
He only hit that wall slightly, and that wing already came off. Jesus.
That's the kind of realism I would love to see more of on F1 2019. That's how it should be. At Spaniard, wow! When did that happen?
I didn't even see that.
He must have watched a lot of Fernando Alonso videos right there.
Jesus Christ!
Out of nowhere.
197 is Spaniards. He may even spoil the party for those Ferrari and Mercedes and Red Bull drivers.
Yeah.
Wow. Incredible lap
time. Just
time.
absolutely out of nowhere. He pulled a Randy Orton. Yeah. Wrestling fans are going to appreciate that one, hopefully.
Oh, God. Nice one.
Thank you. Meanwhile, Lukey on his warm-up lap, he's just cooldown lap apparently, or just an installation lap maybe. Who else? Okay, Elite Shots.
Jarvis is on the lap. He's coming towards the final. Oh my God! Jeez, can you turn in even more, buddy? That was
there you go. There he is. Yeah. Across
So
the
can you
finish
improve
line,
on
and
the time?
that's an improvement, yes, but only 2 places.
Well, it's better than 16th, I would say. So
That is accurate.
It
Meanwhile,
is
elite shots coming through. 1.2 seconds out and crashed into the, or just before the swimming pool, and invalidated his lap time there. And definitely, yeah, front wing damage on both sides. The end plates are gone. And so is he into the pits. Meanwhile, Josh now coming through. He is currently last of those who have set a lap time. 16th. Kamom is the only one who hasn't set a lap time yet, but he's on an out lap, so there's that for him. With 2.5 minutes, so now we're getting into the busy part of the qualifying. With still 8 drivers in the pits, they have to come out at some point.
Well, it's only like 1:09 about the lap time, so you can actually guard at the 2-minute mark and still.
Yeah, but they all come out. They will all come out within the next 50 seconds, I would assume.
Yeah, if you actually want to dare it, then yes, then you can do it. Let's see. Josh taking out the Nürburgring chicane. I just watched a little bit on board with him. It looks very decent, I would say.
Oh, and there's the end plate. There is the end plate gone.
Jesus Christ.
On the right side of the car. You can see that. It's so nice to see on the Toro Rosso, because the end plates are red, but the rest of the car is pretty much blue. So, and yeah, qualifying over for him. He goes back into the pits. I would have tried to complete at least a lap there, but
yeah.
If you lose it that late in the lap, I think you can still do it. There's still a chance, you know. But
still lose like.
And now everyone else is out on track except Josh. Jared is out on a lap. He can do another one if he messes up somewhere. He can switch back to no ERS, and he has time for another one. And that's honestly, I think that is the smart play here. Pete, meanwhile, also entering the pits in 4th place. He is therefore basically out of this session for now. He cannot improve anymore. But 4th place, pretty good. And there you go. There you see Jared completely stuck in traffic. And now he switches down to no ERS because he had so many drivers in front of him. Yeah. But that's why he now has another run. And goes to no ERS and takes it slow. Lets others by.
Go through.
This is going to get interesting here.
Oh, he's gonna get. Oh, I think he's yelled at Force India, I think, or not? No, he didn't. Okay, thank God.
No.
Let's see. Oh my God, this is gonna be absolutely chaos.
Yes. This is gonna be crazy.
Oh, look at White Fountain. He has like all the space in the world. Completely in free air.
No one behind him, no one in front. Just all by himself.
Wow.
That might help. Sector 2, yellow flag. What happened here? There's a Mercedes that spun. That is Vitinho. Now trying to get away there, and he does. Okay, now he's in the runoff area, and he gets going again. Whoa.
With ties.
Yeah.
He's going to start at last there. He's improving, White Fountain. He is improving.
Yeah, I'm looking at Jory because White Fountain is our leader right now, so if he improves, we'll see it. But Jorit, he might actually challenge him. Simon is up to 6th, and Jorit messes up the Nouvelle chicane, and that's over. And there is White Fountain. A couple of hundredths that he improved by. Let's go to Adrelok Dock.
Let's see.
Quace up to 5th. So the Ferrari right now 4 and 5. And there's the McLaren of Adrelok Dock. Spins out of the Nouvelle chicane. I think that's pretty much it. Jor has
also on a lap.
But he has abandoned. He's no ERS deployment, nothing. He has abandoned his lap. So that is qualifying over. And White Fountain, once again, in the best position. He is in a prime position to win his 5th race out of 6 this season here in the Precision Tier.
Incredible.
Just absolute dominance.
And Lucky and Chris in 4th and 5th. And look at Scorpion again. Just
drop down to 10th,
not a good qualifying for him. And now Monaco, not a place to overtake, you know. He has to be very lucky with the strategy.
He really has. He needs to take some risks. White Fountain, and that's what could screw over Red Bull. If there is a safety car or something happening, most likely there's going to be a safety car because, obviously, this is Monaco. But
Yes.
White Fountain is going to have to take the conservative strategy because he's in the lead, because he's on pole position. And Scorpion's going to have to take the more risky strategy. If it pays off, that's nice and all, but I don't think he's going to get into the lead because Ferrari can split. Alfa Romeo ahead of him can split. A couple of other drivers might take the risky strategy. So this isn't good for a Red Bull. As much as you want to have first place, but having the two drivers split like that, I mean, it's still better than Toro Rosso in 16th and 17th, but it's not good. Ferrari, I would argue, has the best situation right now of all the drivers, of all the teams, of all the constructors, with their drivers in 4th and 5th bunched together. Hopefully they don't crash. We've seen everything, you know. I've seen plenty of teammate collisions before.
It's actually dry. Well, there's your luck.
Good. I do not want to see a wet race. I want to see, you know, as many drivers as possible finishing this race. And
well, okay, fair enough. I mean, that would be a scene if every driver crashes and no one finishing the race.
Yeah, what
Could
are we
you
going to do then?
imagine that?
Who are we going to suggest for driver of the day then? The last two who crashed out
weather.
last? The weather. The weather's driver of the day. Fantastic. We'll just make that decision for you. We're not going to give you two to vote for. You know, we're just going to say the weather is the driver of the day. No, it's good. I have to say, I think it is good that there's no rain because that will give us at least some action. Because Monaco in the wet is the most boring race you will have ever seen. So at least we got that going for us.
Let's see the tire stretch. So everyone is going to start on medium, except for Zach Jarvis, Elite Shots, and Josh, who will be starting on the hards, and Josh on supers. That's an interesting call.
On softs, you mean?
Softs, yeah. Oh my God, Josh.
What did he do?
Oh my God, they're being sent back to the grid.
Oh wow, okay. Well then. But yeah, it's White Fountain, again in the best position. He just has to hope that his strategy is the right one, and there's no safety car in an unfortunate time slot. Let's just say that, which could totally happen as this is Monaco, and a safety car could come out literally at any point. But he's gonna have to keep his fingers crossed. Whereas the Ferraris are gonna keep their fingers crossed that it will come out at the absolute worst time for White Fountain and Spaniard and Jorit.
Yeah.
But you see, oh wow, you see something here. Look at Spaniard. He is going so slow, and White Fountain just way in front. Huge gap between the Red Bull and the Haas.
Then I don't know why White Fountain is actually just, you know, if I see a gap in liquid that big, I would just slow down instantly.
Yeah, because his tires are going to cool down again. Whereas Spaniard and Jorit, they're going to have the field bunched up behind him. Everyone's going to get into the grid slots quickly. That can make the difference. Maybe not into turn one. The run-up is too short, but over the first lap, that can make the difference.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting call there. So,
but here they are.
Pretty much closed up there, so this is going to be a very interesting. Let's see if Spaniard can actually get a good start. That would be a span in the work.
Yeah, we'll see. It's 19 corners on this track, 39 laps as we get ready. Yellow flag in sector 3. Something's not right here, but
here we go.
Either way, the lights come on, and we are underway for the Monaco Grand Prix, and it is a good start from White Fountain, but behind, Spaniard really slow, and there goes Jorit into turn 1. What was that? Unbelievable! And look at White Fountain; he's losing positions.
Oh my God! Front legs are broken.
Yeah, he's losing positions. He's battling with the Williams here.
No! Oh no! That's Scorpion spun round. And Elite Shot is out. Yeah.
Oh.
There's time penalty for the Scorpion. They went side by side in that corner.
Oh wow! Scorpion's front wing's completely gone. We only have a yellow flag. No safety car here on
I
lap
told
1.
you, that's the biggest problem of whole Codemasters. They don't bring a freaking safety car. Oh my god, that's a big corner cut for Scorpion. But that crash, you know, they went side by side. Scorpion was literally flying, and all the madness went behind him, and we still haven't got a safety car.
And now look at the top 3, by the way. Oh, there's some...
has broken his front wing. And Zach Jarvis has retired. That's in the Nürburgring chicane.
Yeah, oh wow, and look at Scorpion just trying to navigate through that traffic, through that... That was like a parking lot there. Wow.
It isn't parking lot there. Wow, look at Drill now coming...
And TB is now trying to get past Scorpion at some point. However, he also has a damaged front wing, but not nearly as much. And Adderlock is in the pits now. And TB will go into the pits. Scorpion will go into the pits. They all come in. Meanwhile, again, look at the top 3. We got a Mercedes and 2 Ferraris. That is a familiar look, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
This is 100% realism right here. Well, however, I have to say, I have to say though, for those who are tuning in new, all the drivers, all the cars are an equal performance. So this is just coincidence. It's not that the Mercedes and the Ferrari are actually faster than the other cars. This is just the way, you know, the cards were dealt. And Jorid, Luki, and Quace are doing a really good job here as Jorid is sliding through the swimming pool chicane, but keeps it out of the wall, and that is what matters.
Yeah, so White Fountain not having a good start. Jorid now leading. This could be so interesting.
Yeah, and now DRS is enabled, Jorid, with another fastest lap, obviously, as you would do at the end of lap 2, because it's the first one that is a real flying lap. So there you go, DRS now enabled, but only available because we only have one DRS zone here, one of the few tracks where we only have one. As T-Cray now in the pits, he's going on to the hards.
Yeah. So 36 laps on hards. I mean,
possible.
If he's leading, you know, and he's come out in front of the leaders, he can literally just park the bus. He can literally do that.
Yeah. But he hasn't even come out in front of Adderlock, so that's an issue for him. He's 3.5 seconds behind. Almost 4 seconds behind. So yeah, that's not going to happen all too soon. But look at Jorid driving out a huge gap to Luki and Quace, who themselves are not battling with each other too much. They're playing the team game here, and that is the smartest call they can make. And White Fountain in 5th behind the Spaniard who's in 4th in the Haas. So we got 3 Ferrari-powered cars in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. The Ferrari Armada is right in front of that Red Bull of the championship leader. And there is some front wing gone. The Spaniard has hit the wall and the left end plate is gone on that Haas.
It's indeed gone.
The left
already went wide there.
The left end plate has gone. I'm sorry
look
for
at
that
White
one.
Fountain! White Fountain!
Oh, you can't overtake into the upper Mirabeau. T-Cray is out of the...
What happened?
Yeah, out of the race. Let's see.
Where did he crash?
Where is that? Oh, Raskas! He just went straight on.
How did that happen?
That looks like a violent impact there. That is not what you want to see. Thank goodness these drivers are just on simulators. If you do that in the real world, oh man.
Christ.
Yeah, that looked violent.
I know how you even crashed there, and even at that place. You must have messed up Raskas so badly then.
Maybe he hit the inside wall. That's the only way I can explain that. If you hit the inside wall at the very beginning of Raskas, then you do bounce back out.
Oh no! White Fountain going down inside there of the Spaniard, but the lag. Oh my god,
yeah, a little bit of lag there, and now it's Pete and Spaniard fighting. Spaniard stays out, which I would even argue is the smart call despite his front wing damage. Because, again, if you go in, you lose a lot of time. And it's just the end plate. It's not too bad.
It's not too bad, no. And Chris has a time penalty.
Yeah, White Fountain just got that that turn 3 really, really wrong. The left-hander went way too deep, way too far on the outside. Lost a lot of time.
Spaniard give the GP1 Pete a little bit of a tap there. Oh, he's hitting the wall there again.
And now the first driver on track who would get DRS is Pete in 5th place. The top 4 are not within each other's DRS zones.
Oh, George. Wow, what an overtake there.
Into the Nouvelle chicane, well done.
Great
and
overtaking.
I doubt he will be the last Alpha to overtake that Haas of the Spaniard.
Pete has broken his front wing. Pete has broken his end plate. Wiggling around, and now White Fountain comes to the pits.
That is early. Does he have front wing damage?
I think
Let's
not.
see.
Let's let him go. No, regular pit
No,
stop.
that is just a normal pit stop.
No,
There is front wing. Yeah. Oh wow. He goes on to the hards, trying to take it to the end, and Spaniard also comes in. They want to go 34 laps now.
It is possible.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough, but it is definitely possible.
Yeah, meanwhile, here we got the 2 Ferraris right next to each other, second and third, or right behind each other, I should say. But now we don't really have any kind of fight. We have Adderlock. Oh, Adderlock and White Fountain fighting for 9th place, and Adderlock goes down the inside. They're side by side. You cannot. No way. Oh, and they touch it. There's another bit of front wing gone, and that is the left end plate from the McLaren, from Adderlock.
I think White Fountain is fine. Oh, he gives him a little bit of a tap there as well.
White Fountain has also lost his left end plate.
Has he?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he has. Luke, you have a time penalty now.
So both drivers here with a bit of front wing damage, but again, it's not that much. Losing just an end plate, yes, it will cost you time, obviously.
I thought he lost another bit of his front wing there. I saw him wiggling there.
He's trying. Maybe he tried to balance it out. He tried to lose both to balance it out.
GP1 Pete. Huh? What happened? What? Oh.
Pete has left the session.
Yeah, he's like in...
He's driving 80 kilometers an hour.
He drives in pit limiter mode on the straight. That is what I see on my screen.
Okay, yeah, wow. I see the same. Thank goodness he is ghosted. But
That's
is... Yeah, I've never seen that before. So they're all overtaking him now, and now he is rejoined. He's trying to... I think he's trying to get it fixed by leaving and rejoining. But I don't think he can.
He can join back, yes.
Yeah, no, but he's trying to fix some kind of issue, I think. Because I think that might be a bug.
Stranders in the wall again.
Yeah, that is a very familiar sight, unfortunately. Let's see. I think Pete is having some major issues here. I would say that's probably a bug.
I think sort of a bug. Let's see if he can actually join back.
He has joined back already.
He's still in the pits, apparently.
Yeah. This is really weird. Let's focus on... Oh, whoa. Jor comes in at the end of lap 7.
Wait, who spun around? I saw someone spinning around there. Wait, who was that? I couldn't see it.
And no
Spaniard has retired.
No front wing change for Jor. Yeah, Spaniard has retired, so we are down to 13 runners right now.
Safety car.
Oh wow, yes. That means oh my god, this is the best that could have happened to all the
now out of the pits.
Yeah, and Pete leaves the session again. He's trying to get this fixed somehow, but his car is stuck on track in the pit limiter. Oh, that is just unfortunate.
Thank God he's ghosted though.
Yeah, at least that. But Spaniard leaves the session. Yeah, he is out. So 4 drivers gone. And I think we can make the case that with Pete, there's a 5th basically gone. Very unfortunate for him. But let's see. The drivers now, even though they haven't caught up...
Stuck. Scorpion is stuck in the pit lane or not? No, he's not.
No, it's all fine.
I just saw him like being stuck for 10 seconds straight. I thought like... What's going on there?
Seems to work out. I think he had a front wing change, but look at this. Jory comes into the pits now. Lukey comes in. Do they double stack? Look at Quace. Yeah, that is smart. He's taking it really slow, and he cannot be overtaken. Now Simon comes in, and Cam came on would be.
Oh, this is smart. Look at George. He has to wait for it, and now Lukey retains the lead.
That is incredible. The Ferrari in the lead has jumped the Mercedes, and here comes Simon. Is he ahead of Quace? Yes, he is, barely. Oh, so it didn't work out 100%. Kemkemum stays out, though, and he's in second place now. He's just behind Lukey. But he started on the medium, so for him, there was no point in trying to go into the pits here.
No.
He's probably hoping for an additional safety car to come out. But second place for him, ahead of Jorrit, Simon, and Quace.
That's a very good strategy call, I think, by Ferrari. Just double stacking and make sure like that Jorrit was stuck in the pit lane.
Yeah.
And they did. And now Luke takes lead. That is a very smart move.
That was absolutely incredible. And now you see it. Now maybe that's why Quace was also waiting a little bit to hold up Simon a little bit, so that Simon then can also hold up Jorrit by driving through. There was so much going on. The Ferrari, we haven't seen this from the real world Ferrari, but my God, these two must have a fantastic strategist. Whoever was behind that one might actually want to apply to the real Ferrari for their strategy, because they could need one. They can need one who pulls off that. Absolutely incredible.
That is smart.
Yeah.
If someone of the Ferrari driver wins the race, I'm just gonna give it to Chris or to Lukey. For that strategy call, because that is absolutely a masterclass of a strategy call.
Yeah, we still have 30 laps to go, so hold your horses, Sean.
Oh dear.
But now the mediums are also, I would say, the right call. Because A, they give you more grip for the restart, and 2, you're driving behind the safety car, so you're not using them right now, so they don't have to go a full 31 laps. They can go, they go 29 or 30, depending on when the safety car comes in. Because this doesn't really count as a lap in terms of tire wear. This is a quarter of a lap, a third of a lap, basically, that you do per lap here. You save so much on tire wear behind the safety car. And
you save a lot.
And you save fuel as well. So all these cars, these drivers can push just a little bit harder. But if everyone can push, then no one can push. No one can push the other, at least. So we might see quicker lap times than we would have without the safety car. But what we won't see is overtakes and overtaking as much.
Unless they're like very close, at the beginning of the straight, then we may see some moves. But otherwise, you have to come from far. And the other driver has to be alert if one of those dive bombs can actually work.
And look at another issue that everyone behind Lukey has. Look at who's the car behind Lukey.
That's the Cam Kame. And he's on old
mediums. No, that's not Cam Kame. That's GP1 Pete. The Williams. He's ghosted, but they can't overtake until the finish line. They can't overtake it, so Lukey can basically try to run away with it as early as possible, and then the ghost car is just there, and they can't overtake it. And Lukey is taking it slow. This might not be the right call here, but now he's going. Penalty. Yeah, Vitinho and Adderlog have come together apparently, and here goes Lukey, and look at the gap he has to Kemkemum. Look at the gap. Just huge, and they still haven't overtaken him, and Kemkemum loses the place instantly to Jorrit. Yeah, well done, and now the Williams gets out of the way of everyone. A little bit late, but it is a ghost car. That's the way it is. White Fountain into the pits again. Really, really bad race for him completely to forget.
Yeah.
Let's hope he can recover at least a little bit, but this might be his first non-points finish this season.
Unless he gets a fastest lap though, and also outside the top 10, it will count. So if he gets a fast lap outside the top 10, he will get a point. Okay,
but outside the placement points, let's just say that.
Yeah, the placement zone, yes. Then no.
I know there's a point for the fastest lap in the bottom. You can't say bottom 10, but outside the top 10.
Yes.
He might get that one. But other than that, I mean, at most, it seems like he's going to get 1 point.
Not that much.
Yeah, now he's 32. He's 32 seconds behind 11th place, behind his teammate Scorpion.
Yeah, so Red Bull having a disaster of a weekend.
Meanwhile, Quace doesn't find a way past Kemkemum, who is on older medium tires. So, Quace really getting held up here. Can you find a way into turn 1?
He was looking for it.
He was looking. He tried to fake it to the outside and go to the inside, but Cam came up and did not give him
on this.
any space.
Yes, such a good one. Oh no, he doesn't take it.
Not enough. Let's go on board with Quace here to see if maybe there is a gap somewhere.
Maybe around here, if he gets a good enough exit around here, then he can make it move. No.
One place where you might be able to do it is right here in this corner. If you are really brave and you want to use the surprise, the moment of surprise against your opponent, but they have to play with you here in the slowest corner. The what's it called now? Is it used to be called Louvres, but I think now it's something like I think it's called. Was it called Grand Casino or something at some point too?
I think it was Grand because I think
it had a couple of different names over the years, but everyone knows it as the Louvres hairpin, and that's what it is pretty much. But yeah, you can try it there with these cars at least. Oh, a little bit of a touch there on Mum, but I don't think he has damage. Let's see. Can we see that next?
He's not really got damage down the inside.
And here he goes. Yeah, and that is a good move. Yes. Well done. There you go. He lost so much time. Look at this. 6.5 seconds to Jorit over the course of what now? 2 laps? That is just incredible. That's a whole lot of time here. And now Simon is the next one who's going to have to try to find a way past.
And he's even on hard tires as well, so they actually need a little bit of time to actually heat up. So...
Yeah, but he's had 2 laps now, or 1 lap and a bit since the restart. So, White Fountain, there you go. There is the fastest lap of the bottom 7 runners in this case, 11th to 17th. So at least he got that going for him.
There's like a big train behind Cam Game right now. Oh wait, he has passed back Chris. Where did that happen? He passed him back. Did he have maybe an illegal overtake?
It could be, yeah. That overtake by Quace into
he jumped down inside.
Not into Anthony Nogues here, and not into the final corner. But Quace, it looked like he had an illegal overtake. Now he's trying it again. This time it is legal. That one was legal, definitely. Legal. Yeah. Yeah,
if it isn't, then I drop my pants. Then
no, please don't.
No one sees it though, so hush.
Yeah, but don't tell us. Meanwhile, Jorit is getting within a 1 second window of Lukey. This might get interesting here for the lead. Oh. But again, the big question is where to overtake. They're on the same tires, so
again.
Yeah, the thing is in the.
That's his 3rd pit stop of the day.
Yeah, 11th to 13th. It doesn't matter as much because I mean all they are fighting for at this point really is that one fastest lap point. Yeah. And right now, White Fountain has it. But to me, it looks like White Scorpion didn't even get his tires changed. It still shows me 6 lap old mediums.
Yeah, maybe it could be drive-through.
Oh, that could be. Because of his penalties, maybe. He did get so many penalties, maybe one with a drive-through penalty was a part of it. So here we are back with Jorit in the Mercedes. He did not have a single podium so far this season. 9 points, and right now he's trying to get the win. That would be a story and a half.
Oh, definitely. But like, look at Jorit, just completely. He smells hunger. He wants to win this precise Monaco. Just look at the pace difference. He is so much faster than Lucky right now.
Yeah, but there's one thing we have to take into account, and that's Lukey being the leader. Of all people, of all 17 who started this race, Lukey being the leader, the only guy on the grid who has won a one-hub race in Monaco before. The only guy, and he's leading right now.
But he's got such a good exit, Jorit.
Yeah,
he has to defend the inside line. He has to.
And he does, but it's just enough for Lukey to hang on to the lead. Just enough.
And then this part you can just save EOS like mad. So he's pretty low on EOS as well, so he can actually save.
Yeah, they're both saving right now. They're both saving. Which doesn't help Lukey too much because the delta between the two, the ERS delta, the ERS difference between the two is going to stay the same if they both save.
Yeah. But yeah, but look at the past percentages. Like he's on 25 and George is like on around 70. So there's a big difference.
And
there.
Scorpion takes away the fastest lap from White Fountain.
Yeah, those two are just gonna do it for honor, I think.
Yeah. They're gonna make sure that at least 1 point goes to the Red Bulls.
At least one.
Yeah.
Or someone has to crash out in front of White Fountain, and they get maybe 2 points.
Yeah, fair enough.
Look at
then if someone in front of White Fountain crashes out, they might get 3 because then White Fountain would have the fastest lap of the top 10, and Scorpion would have the fastest lap of those outside the top 10. So
true,
Red Bull would get both fastest laps and the point for 10th place, so they would get 3. Maybe that's their hope right now. Maybe that's why they're both doing the fastest lap challenge here, if you will.
Yeah. I think they're actually doing that. Let's see, Simon, not really close up there on KM.
Yeah, but he's been behind.
Oh, Vito Antonio has spun round. He's now dropped down to 10th place. No broken front wheel, but I think he just lost control of his car.
Yeah, no damage at all. Not just no
I think he just went
no damage.
I think a little bit too eager on the throttle. And maybe just spun around a little bit, but he lost like more than 3 places here, so...
Yeah, but that's remarkable to spin around in Monaco and not have any damage on the car. I don't see that every day.
Then you're doing a top-notch job to actually do that.
Yeah, that takes skill. It takes a certain kind of skill, but skill nonetheless. Meanwhile, Simon... Oh, Cam Mom cutting the corner there, cutting the Nouvelle chicane. But maybe he did get a warning, but no penalty. And another lap for Simon to be stuck behind the Toro Rosso.
Yeah. And he has to pit as well, so he can actually go also for the fastest lap time. But look at Simon just... Yeah. You have to get a very good actually. Yellow's is sector 2. That's 4. Whoa, Vito Antonio. Jesus, he was lagging in the pit there.
And he retires from the race.
Oh,
and now sector 3. What is going on there? Was that
I think that's for Vito Antonio.
Okay.
No, that's for Vito Antonio.
Okay.
The White Fountain gets the point also. So... That's
yeah, White Fountain would now be on 2 points because of his fastest lap, and Scorpion on 1 because of his fastest lap.
Yeah. I don't know what happened actually. He crashed sort of in the pit lane, then he drove further, then he retired Vito Antonio, so... I have legit no idea what he was doing. Oh, look at Simon closing up so much.
And he touches him. No. Oh, and Cam Mom gets a 5-second penalty, but I wouldn't. How is this being handled here at One Hub? You probably know this. Can the stewards take a penalty like that?
Oh,
back?
they will remove that. Don't worry, they will remove that.
They will remove that, yeah, because that was not Cam Mom. He was pushed by Simon. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not sure if they will take it back, but if they can, I'm pretty sure that Cam Mom is going to bring that to the stewards, and they will make a decision on it. But that to me looks like that was heavily induced by Simon. And him touching the rear.
And he didn't even cut that much of the corner, but he already got a straight 5 seconds.
Yeah, well, the game is strict there. The game is strict there.
It is indeed strict, but you have to, as a game, you have to realize that you get spun, that you get a tap, you know?
Yeah.
You not have any control of the car.
And good thing Odem says in the chat, if it's served in the pits, it can't be removed.
That's true. It can't be removed.
So, Cam Mom needs to go to... He can't go to the end now. He has to make another pit stop.
Yeah,
that is so unfortunate.
That is unfortunate for him. Poor guy.
Yeah, really unlucky here. Man. That is rough. Although, I think he didn't get a 5-second stop and go. He just got a 5-second time penalty. So
Yeah,
he's
but
not
if
going
you
to
serve it
serve
in the
that.
pits-
No, I think you serve a 5-second stop and go in the
Let's
pits.
see.
You don't serve a
He's not
time
going to the
penalty.
pits.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at him. Because I think that was just a 5-second time penalty, not a 5-second stop and go.
Let's
We'll
see.
see. Yeah.
No, it's actually
they
5
are.
seconds.
Yeah, they're serving it. Oh, that is so unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Oh, man.
Which tire is actually gone? Is that the hards? Yeah, the hard tires.
Yeah. Now, that's the only choice, really. You can't go 19 laps, or 20 laps, rather, on the softs. That's I would argue that's
That would
impossible.
be something else.
Yeah. So he's going on to the hards to finish the race now, and that just hurt. I gotta say, that hurts my soul. But he cannot get that penalty removed, as he just
No, now he
had
can't,
to
though.
serve it. Oh,
That is unfortunate for KM.
I mean, well,
Because he
let's
couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
And he didn't make a pit stop. Like, that is so unfortunate for him.
and now he gets another 3-second time penalty.
Jesus
but
Christ, like...
no, he just
that
doesn't
man
care.
gets hit after hit.
No, he just doesn't care, baby. I'm so unlucky, really. I gotta say, I feel for him.
I feel for him as well. That is just
Let's look back at Jordan and Lukey fighting for the lead and the win. I would argue, as I would be surprised if either of them go into the pits again. Maybe if there is another safety car, I could see that.
They will then come to the pits.
But yeah, track position probably is too much here, because again, you cannot overtake. It's almost impossible.
It is legitimately impossible. Well, unless you can dive bomb, but in controlled dive bomb.
Yeah, that's your best bet. Control dive bomb, which isn't exactly how you want to overtake. Let's face it.
I mean, if you like it, then I'm not going to judge you.
Oh,
on that.
Scorpion meanwhile goes on to the softs. I'm pretty sure he's going to come into the pits again. He's at this point he's probably.
Are you sure? That is his full pit stop. Wow.
Yeah, he's going to have a fifth, I would argue, because 18 laps on the softs. I don't see it, so he's going to do two stints on the softs to get the fastest lap and make sure he gets.
DB has spun round. DB has spun round and broken his front wing.
There doesn't seem to be too much damage on the front wing, but certainly something. That's a great camera.
Completely gone.
I mean, not completely, but it looks like there's more than just the end plate missing. There's definitely the end plate missing, and probably then some, but not all of it. But he has to go into the pits here for this, and he does. Yeah.
But then go back to mediums. I would go.
Yeah. At this point, yeah. Or let's see. Yeah, the mediums are ready, and he has to serve a penalty himself as well.
Ooh.
5 seconds.
So he's going to even get held up even more here.
It's the race of penalties here, really, and KemKem at least gets back up to 9th place. There's something for him. Meanwhile, Adderlock right behind Simon. They're battling for 4th. Highest position outside the podium. And the Alpha and the McLaren.
Yeah, Simon has the advantage. He's not on the hard tire, so he doesn't really have to worry about tire wear and stuff.
Yeah, whereas Adderlock on the mediums, those mediums, I would say the mediums are probably still a little bit better, but not much. And so the advantage for Adderlock really just shrinks, decreases with every lap. So I think at some point we will have the crossover point between the two. Simon now on 14 lap old hards and Adderlock 15 lap old mediums. I think the crossover point is probably just about now, maybe this lap, maybe the next. But we are just about there.
He just really looking at Wildo for overtaking position, but he just can't because of the track.
Oh, he sends it!
Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
I'm pretty sure that will go to the stewards.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, they did touch quite significantly here.
But man, that was dirty, but I like that.
Well, that's for the stewards to decide. And
yeah, I mean, it was just unexpected.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they didn't broken their front wing, surprisingly.
Yeah, because it was side contact. It was the side pods that touched. But still, that is a very, very strong move to say the
I mean, he
least.
had to do for it, you know. It was like a do or die move, basically.
Yeah, but like
I mean,
this
I
again.
can understand you're not a fan of it, but gee, I mean, that was just something else.
Yeah,
I liked it. So.
We will keep you updated on what the stewards are gonna say. We will have that information come the Canadian Grand Prix next week. But that was a strong one, I have to say.
Yeah.
But look at the gap.
Session. Oh, he's disconnected.
Wait,
look at this.
Josh Jor or Jorrit?
Jor.
Jor, okay.
He's disconnected.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's ghosted now.
Wow. That's surprising for a Dutchman.
He can come back if he's able to, but
yeah,
otherwise his ghost car is just going to drive along.
So now White found up to 6. He's lucky now today with those retirements and those mistakes of other drivers.
Yeah, he really is. And 5 seconds behind Simon. He might get him too. It's still 15 laps, 16 laps almost.
Yeah. That is surprisingly.
Anyway, look at Jorrit, how close he is.
Close.
Oh man. Is he going to attempt it here? No. He's just not close enough. Coming out of the final corner, coming out of Anthony Nogues, he's just not close enough. And Jor has rejoined at least.
Out of that, if he can join quickly, he's losing then 1 position then, so not too much damage, but it's still like a position though.
Yeah, it's still unfortunate, but you know.
At least he can join back though, so.
And the question is, maybe White Fountain, considering his pace, would have overtaken him anyway. Yeah. I wouldn't be too surprised because, you know, it's White Fountain. The guy has won 4 out of 5 races. Yeah, there's not much more we have to say about him, really.
That's pretty much true.
But let's, you know what? Let's go a little bit on board with.
Oh, John's left again.
Again? Oh wow. Maybe he has some internet issues. Wrong. Yeah, maybe he has some internet issues. It doesn't seem like he has a bug, or maybe he has a bug we don't see. Maybe a sound bug or something. But otherwise, it just seems like maybe his internet connection is struggling a little bit here.
Yeah.
But yeah, now Jorrit is definitely too far away for an attack on Lukey.
Oh, he's now. Oh, he's medium sliding already. I think he's like having trouble with some tire temps. I think. Because in every corner he's just sliding and sliding.
Yeah, and I have to say, it doesn't surprise me, considering that he's been behind Lukey this whole time. And if you're the driver stuck behind another driver, your tires just wear off much quicker. So it's not surprising to see Jorrit struggling with the tires a little bit here. You can still keep up with Lukey, but if you're in front like Lukey, you can take care of your tires much better.
You can.
Oh, Lukey messed up the entry to the Nouvelle Chicane, went a little bit too deep, and had to correct in the second part. So. But yeah, you can't overtake here unless you're really close. And Jorrit just isn't. And Jorrit's sliding again. Yeah. His rear tires seem to be shot. His front tires seem to be still pretty fine, considering his cornering ability, but his rears, he's just sliding all over the place.
I think his rear tire temps are just completely just wasted.
Yeah, once you
also for the pushing, you know, like he's pushing so hard, but he doesn't really care about the tires also. Even though he's stuck behind another driver, you know.
Yeah.
And I can understand the frustration of it, but if you push that hard, then you know your tire temps are gonna be absolutely shattered.
Yeah, the worst thing about that is once your tire temperatures are that high, it is really, really tough to get them back to normal levels. So
especially at this track where there's so many corners, not that much of the space to actually cool them down.
Yeah, you have that many acceleration zones and low gear acceleration zones, like second, third, fourth gear, where it's just so easy to spin the tires and to warm up the rear tires.
Oh, look at him struggling.
Wow.
Absolutely. Look at... I thought I was going to say Chris. Yeah, but he's not really closing down either, so... Yeah, surprisingly for Jorrit. He's struggling so much, but yeah, he's still keeping up there with Lukey, so I don't know if Lukey is actually just tire saving or...
It might be... It might be that Lukey is struggling with his front tires, because looking at the way he drives, he's struggling with cornering speed, which would tell me that he's struggling a little bit more with the front tires, and he got those overheated. Whereas Jordan is struggling with the rear tires. Very interesting. Usually you don't see that. The most tracks, you have either the front or the rear tires for everyone being the issue. Here, it seems like both drivers in defending and in attacking have made use of their tires in different ways and overused them in different ways.
Yeah. Actually true. Oh, Jesus. That's... Yeah, Jordan is so dumb with those rear tires. Is absolutely unreal.
And it's still 11 and a half laps to go. And that's...
Oh, look at Lucky. He can't steer in.
Lucky has a whole lot of understeer, and Jordan has a whole lot of oversteer.
Oh man, let's keep actually the battle alive. Two drivers having problems. But each of the drivers have like their own problems, so it's actually good to see.
And I have to say, I feel for TB behind them, because he has much fresher tires. He could probably unlap himself.
Oh, look at Joe.
But it's Monaco, so he can't unlap himself without costing these two a lot of time. And now Jordan trying to find a gap, but it's just not there. It's just not there. Look at Jordan. Remember, just like 10 laps ago, 15 laps ago, I think, we talked about how Jordan had like 70% ERS and stuff. Now he's down to 10.
This is just kind of pushing. Look at this ERS, overtake mode,
Overtake mode in the hairpin, yep.
I would do that as well, yeah. That's what I always do. But
that's why you're in the commentary box with me.
Yes, and that's why I stopped league racing, just purely to do this. Yeah. Thank you.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Jesus Christ.
This is getting intense here. We're gonna get another 11 laps. Yeah.
That's for White Fountain. Wait, what happened to him?
No, it doesn't look like it was for him. I think maybe it was for Scorpion.
Simon has a broken front wing. Look at his left side. His end plate is gone.
He's weaving in the tunnel. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, his end plate is gone.
Yeah, left side end plate. Indeed, and now he's not missing the it was a slight corner cut there, I think. Maybe the game gave him a warning for that, but no penalty.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's holding up White Fountain now. Oh my goodness. It's just a matter of time before White Fountain makes the move on him.
Oh, he actually wanted to do that in Rescas. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's come to the pits?
He goes to the pits. That's one way to solve that issue. Unfortunate for Simon here, has to get his front wing repaired. Meanwhile, we need to go back to the lead, because that is the fight of the race here, and we're still gonna get another 10 laps of this, hopefully.
Oh, we get those, don't worry.
And you know what? You know who I'm envious of right now? TB, who has probably the best seats in the whole track, because he can watch this right from behind. He's not gonna like this, because he could be faster, I think. Looking at his tires, only 7 now, 8 laps old.
Oh, Simon has spun round out of the pit lane. He has spun round and he's broken his front wing again.
Oh my! Good thing he's ghosted, but that's gonna be a shocker for these drivers.
Oh my god!
Oh, and Jordan might be. Is he able to make an overtake? No.
No.
He took too much precaution there as well. I'm not sure if there's too much precaution when you see a car sideways on track.
Normally they don't ghost that often, but I can understand the frustration, the slowness.
Yeah. I mean, you don't see that every day. You come out of Santa Vod. Oh, Jordan, that was close. You come out of Santa Vod, and suddenly the whole track is blocked by just a single car sideways. That is quite a sight and quite unusual, and yeah, you would slow down.
Yeah, because sometimes they don't go, so and then you...
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at him being so close, George. It's absolutely unreal, but he just can't do anything. If this was another circuit, he would be gone, like, more than 15 laps ago. Oh, look at him sliding. His rear tires are absolutely gone.
This is going to be very interesting towards the end when they're both really, really struggling. And This might be hilarious with TB just trying to get past, trying to find a gap to unlap himself.
Yeah, he actually tries to.
Although I'm not sure unlapping himself would be a good call here because I mean it's just 8 laps and
he still gets points on the board and he can't really like overtake.
If I was TB, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was TB, now that Simon is in the pits, I'd go into the pits for some softs to get that fastest lap and get 3 points instead of 2.
Yeah, because he has that advantage though, because he's more than 30 seconds in front of Simon, who just came out of the pit. So if he's smart enough,
he has enough time.
Set of softs.
Yeah, he has enough time to come into the pits and get those softs on and get the fastest lap. And he's not going to get it behind these two.
That's a time penalty.
Oh, wow. Now the question is...
I think...
Yeah, now the question is, does Lukey have
also had one.
Oh, that is a huge blow to Jorit's chances, but it also means that this battle most likely is not going to be decided on track and not on penalties.
Yeah.
So Jorit may have shot himself there with that 3-second time penalty, but that being said, we get more action, and Jorit now has an increased sense of urgency. He needs to make that pass, and he's losing time, 8.5 tenths now, almost 9 tenths. He needs to make that pass.
Look at him sliding. His rear tires are screaming for help.
Yeah, but so are Lukey's front tires, so it's a tit for tat here between those two and their tires. Will Jorit find a gap in the last 6.5 laps here, or will Lukey drive home with the victory? His second here in Monaco. The only driver to have it done on this grid, and he's about to do it again.
This is gonna be so interesting.
And now the gap is over a second, now back under. Jorit on the verge of the DRS window. Is he gonna get it?
Yeah, I think he's gonna get it. Yeah,
detection point is, I think, here, and he did get that with 9 tenths. Yeah, he has it.
It's like just after when you exit the swimming pool, then there's the DRS detection point.
Yeah. It's before Raskas.
Yeah, before Raskas is the detection point.
But Lukey with enough of a gap to not have to worry about defending into Santivot or any corner, really. No chance of a surprise overtake as we saw from Adrilo.
Adrilo, yeah.
Yeah.
That was like one surprise move there, Jesus.
It really was. But hey, he's in 4th place now, so it did help him. And look at where Simon is after that. He's down to 10th. Scorpion now with another fastest lap. He's just making sure that Pete is not going to take that one away from him.
Oh, he's dead, yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I think George side, I mean, yeah. Is he gonna play it smart and just drive, you know, caution to make this tires till the end, or still going all balls out and just go with for that victory? That's the big question.
I mean, does he really have a choice? I would say, yeah, you go for the win here. I mean,
not a big oversteer moment by him, but yeah. He's already now 1.3 seconds behind Lukey, but he's also sort of gaining still on Chris. So, yeah, by this, you know, even though in that situation, you know, if your tires are that dumb, you know, I wouldn't risk it for that second place, if I'm all honest.
Well, it is his decision after all, and we can talk about it as much as we want, but he's gonna have to make the final call here. But it looks like he doesn't have to, because he dropped out of that DRS window, and it doesn't seem like he's gonna get back into it unless Lukey makes a huge mistake. Adderlock Dog now with a 3-second time penalty. We'll see.
He has to lift up the coming towards the swing pool section, so you know that his tires are done.
Yeah, we'll see what.
Oh my god, DB just absolutely on it.
And another slide from Jorrit there. We'll see how the penalties will affect the final standings. We will get that come the end of the race. But we have 4 laps left. It is the final 10th of this race. The final 10%.
Oh my god, look at
only 4 laps.
DB.
Yeah, huge slide from Jorrit. And we were on board for that one.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow.
How did he not break his front wing there?
Magic? There's no other explanation, really.
Jesus
really
Christ,
good driving and maybe a bit of magic,
close.
a bit of miracle work right there from
Yellow
the heavens.
That Scorpion again. Oh
Yeah.
my god, are you kidding me? This is gonna be his 6th pit stop. I have never seen that in a 50% race.
Well, it is Monaco. Oh, and there goes TB. And Jorrit gets a penalty, but again, this one might be taken back by the stewards because there was a collision with TB in this. TB tried to unlap himself, and Jorrit says, no, this is not going to happen. They did come together, and then Jorrit had to take the emergency exit through the runoff area.
TB can push what he wants, but like even still, he's still not gonna get the that Josh or something.
Yeah, that no. With 11 seconds and 3 laps, that is not possible.
I highly doubt that.
But
also.
he might want to go for the fastest lap.
That's true though. But
And that's an additional point.
14 laps, mediums.
Yeah, he's got the best tires in the whole field.
That's true, actually.
In the top 10 apart from Simon, but you know. So he's definitely able to mount a challenge if he gets past Jorrit. But Jorrit has his own. If I was Jorrit, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now, I would let him through to then hope that TB pulls Jorrit back to Lukey.
Yeah.
Back into that 1 second window, and you know, here he goes again.
Oh, he goes again. Oh
and
my God.
no, avoids it at the last second.
TB
there.
must be absolutely frustrated.
If I was Jorrit, I'd let him through. I'd happily lose that 3/10, 4/10, whatever it would be.
Yeah, like but
to let him through, and then
now anyway.
Yeah, and then
Look
allow
at the
him to
tires.
pull me back to Lukey maybe, but I think it's too late now for that one.
Yeah, it's way too late. His tires are just done.
Well, that too, but it's too. I would say it's probably too late for TB to pull Jorrit back up and make up those 2.5 seconds.
Oh,
but
he's made a mistake. He's made a mistake there.
and Jorrit,
No,
look at Jorrit. He's on the verge of running out of fuel. He has just about enough. The yellow fuel symbol just popped up 2 or 3 times there. He's really on the edge there, so he needs to save fuel as well.
He's almost just literally pushing Jorrit into that. Oh, he's drifting there again. Oh my god. This must be the one, surely.
Yeah, there he goes.
There's no point in defending that, Jorrit. There's no point in defending that. Oh, he's broken his front wing, I think.
Yeah, something went up there, and yep, the end
TB
plate.
gets a time penalty.
Yeah, and the end plate, left side end plate is missing, so I don't think he's going to get a fastest lap with that. That happened in the tunnel, and now sector 2 and 3. Wait, where's? Hold on a second. Okay, seems to be gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go. Final out, Jorrit. My God, hit the Scorpion retires, but he will still get the point, right? For fastest lap, he doesn't have to finish for that. I don't think so. Let's go to Lukey. He is in the lead right now in the final lap, and he could take it slow. 4 seconds ahead of Jorrit.
He's just drifting all over.
Even if he has a 3-second time penalty more than Jorrit, that would still not be enough. He's got a 4-second gap. So even if he has 2 3-second time penalties and Jorrit only has 1, that's still a win for Lukey. He would have to have 3.
Oh my god.
To Jorrit's 1.
He's already lost half a second there. Yeah, that car is now undrivable.
Yeah, 31 laps of tire usage there on the mediums.
TB! Oh my god, he's actually going down for Josh there for 8th place.
Yeah,
still a fight
Josh must have made a huge mistake. TB gets another time penalty, though.
Down the inside of
and they touch!
Oh my god.
And that, again, that might be revisited by the stewards, but Lukey comes across the line to win again the Monaco Grand Prix ahead of Jorit in second place. Congratulations to the Ferrari, and it will be a double Ferrari podium as Quace makes his way to third place. What a race for the Ferraris, and they will most likely, I'm going to have to make some calculations here, but I'm pretty sure Ferraris will take the lead in the constructors' standings back from Red Bull. Didn't have that good of a race. Fourth place for Fountain. That is a huge recovery race for him there.
That is definitely a good recovery race.
Where was he? 14th, 13th at some point? Comes back to fourth. Very, very well done. There's still a fight continuing on.
What is going on with Jor? He's letting go through Jor. Oh, he's out of fuel. So Kim Kayan
Jor's out of fuel.
Yeah, he lost the position.
Oh, that is unfortunate. My goodness.
He lost the position there.
That is just unfortunate. How often did you see that? That a driver runs out of fuel at the end of the race? That hasn't happened in forever. But here we are with the two Ferrari drivers on the podium, joined by Jorit. It is Lukey. Once again with the victory in Monaco.
And this one was actually needed.
Yeah. That one puts him right up there with Quace and White Fountain. Quace getting 15. He's now 20 points. No, sorry. White Fountain gets 12. So White Fountain will be at 123. We have to look for fastest lap as well. Who gets those? And the Scorpion, most likely. And then for the top 10...
Let's see.
We get...
Simon gets the fast that time in the top 10.
Simon, yes. Simon. So not White Fountain.
Points.
But who's your driver of the day?
My driver of the day? That's a tough one. It has to be one... I don't know which call it was from Lukey or for Chris, but... If it was for Lukey with the strategy, I'm just going for Lukey.
Lukey was the one with the strategy. He was the first one to come in. And he held up Jorit.
And has that lead. I mean, that was the decision, actually, that Ferrari has actually won this race. Purely... Maybe Lukey said like to Chris, come to the pits right now and hold up the Mercedes driver. And I think that was the strategy call that made Lukey win this race.
Yeah, I have to say, for me, it has to be White Fountain. He was so far down the order. He was like down in 13th, 14th, something like that. And he drove all the way back up to 4th place. And I've seen something. White Fountain has won 4 out of the first 5 races. He has not won Driver of the Day a single time. I think that's an injustice, considering the dominance of that man. And this drive from him today was just fantastic, with all the adversity he had to face. Driving back up from way outside the top 10, back up to 4th place, almost getting a podium there. Absolutely fantastic drive. So your choices for Driver of the Day are Lukey, a multiple winner here at Monaco in One Hub Racing, or White Fountain, the championship leader. You can vote on Twitter, but we will tell you now to go and watch the Pinnacle Tier. They are up right now. They're going right now, and stay on the channel for us. It's time to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Austin Smith.
I'm Sean, your favorite alcoholic.
Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.